Let's talk about the greenhouse charm, and I need to make a clarification about the dragon event Portkeys. I'm Professorvoqas, and this is Harry Potter, Wizards Unite.
Hello, Professor. I didn't see you there.
The video I put up 2 days ago, which I had to actually re-upload because one of the JPEG images I used, the graphic from Orange Wizard, for some reason Adobe Premiere did not render it. It was in my actual project, but then it didn't render it, which I did find out it was a graphics driver from my video card. So I updated that, re-uploaded that video, and a bunch of people have watched both versions, but I needed to do more than that because one other glaring error, and I'm correcting it right now, is I had talked about picking up the Portkeys and that the Dragon Event Portkeys would look different from regular Portkeys, but I had said that you wouldn't be able to tell which of the 4 types you would get. It would just be one thing, one look, and then you would get it, and then it would look like one of the 4. Well, people have corrected me. Thank you guys in the comments, and I wasn't playing the last Dragon Event, so I wasn't aware of this, and I kind of looked through Reddit and stuff, and people had talked about that, but I wasn't sure. So anyway, correcting that, the Portkeys, when you see them on the map, you'll be able to tell what you're getting. You'll be able to tell, oh, that is a Chinese Fireball Portkey. So it won't make the fragments quite as hard. You still have to walk all of them, and you still got to do a bunch of them, but now it's not the RNG of, okay, I need the Antipodean Opali, and you go to pick up a Portkey, and you're not even sure if it's that one. You'll know it's that one, so you can avoid the other ones. So that will make that part of the event easier. So anyway, sorry about that. Always try to correct it when I am incorrect, and sorry I had to re-upload it with and those of you that watched it without the Orange Wizard image, I apologize about that. I'll try to be more vigilant on double checking that everything has transferred over from the project to the final product. Moving on to greenhouses, yesterday the 2 greenhouses you can see across the way, I'm going to go over there in just a second. I planted toadstool and maximized both yields, so 50 energy in each, which means I'll get 9 out of that. There should be 9 over there for the next little bit. But I did want to talk about the greenhouse charm because right now I have 1 greenhouse charm. And under my dailies, you can see I've walked 0.25 kilometers, so I'm ready to re-up my greenhouse charm. But right now, as you see, I'm 1 out of 1. I don't have more than 1. So my plan, and this is something you should do, if you're going to use the greenhouse charm in the way I'm about to use it on those greenhouses, is to make sure, save that 0.25, have 1 going in, or have as many as you normally have going in, and make sure you've walked 0.25 so you can use your greenhouse charm or charms, use all of them, then collect that, get 1 back immediately, so then you have 1 more to use. And what I'm going to use it for is, right after something has finished growing in the greenhouse, if you put the greenhouse charm on it, you're going to get more of that thing. I have leaping toadstool, so I'm going to put it on there. I should get more leaping toadstool. And I wanted to briefly go over here on the SOS tree just what the greenhouse charm does. I did it in a previous video when I talked about all the charms, but we're just going to briefly re-go over the greenhouse charm and what it does and a little of how it works, unless they change it in the future. They mainly are messing with the trace charm right now. Greenhouse Charm, level 11 is when you get it, Celescere. Greenhouse Charm efficacy, it says, using this new Greenhouse Charm, you're able to distribute potion ingredients near greenhouses and increase the yield within. So what it does is when you go to the greenhouse, you're going to get items out of the greenhouse. You'll get 1 more. Initially, you just get 1 more. You also, whenever you do the Greenhouse Charm, ingredients spawn on the ground. If something just finished growing there, you're going to get more of that ingredient. If it's growing, if something is growing there, then it seems to be random in my experience so far. I've done it multiple times and I've gotten different things. And if nothing's growing in there and nothing had been growing in there recently, and that time limit I'm not sure about, so that is something we still need to study. If it's been discovered, put it in the comments for me and I'll put it in the next video. But it definitely needs to be pretty soon after something's done growing. If nothing's been growing for a while and nothing's currently growing in there, well, even if something is currently growing it in there, it's just random. You could just get anything. I headed down to Calamity Essentials 2 at level 17. Perfectly planted, you can see your Greenhouse Charm proficiency goes up by 1. Proficiency is the number of ingredients you get from within the greenhouse. And it says it in here. It says instantly increasing the number of ingredients available within greenhouses. So whatever you're getting from within the greenhouse, whatever you're going to get back, snowdrop or bitterroot or whatever, it's going to give you one more. It gives you the number of your proficiency more than whatever it would have normally given you. The second thing, if you go down a little bit, I'm on the node for, it really comes off the level 19 node. You go to the right diagonally and you come down. I'm just going to click on it. It's a greener thumb. This is Greenhouse Charm Efficacy. Efficacy increases the number of spawns outside of the greenhouse, which is what I'm about to do. I'm about to go over there and put the Greenhouse Charm on because Leaping Toadstool was just growing in there. I'll get more Leaping Toadstool, and my efficacy number will increase the number of things I would get. So if we actually go back out of this screen to SOS Training, and I'm going to click on the wizard in the upper left corner, and this is where you can kind of find things. It shows my 3 charms there. I'm going to click on the Greenhouse Charm. So you can see right here, ingredients provided 3. So I'm going to get 3 Leaping Toadstool out of this. That's talking about around it. And then maximum stored spell cast, how many can I cast? I can only do 1. And at the bottom, the additional energy provided is not energy, it's additional ingredients provided from within the greenhouse. So within the greenhouse, I get 1 extra of whatever it is. And then the ingredients provided, the over there, level 3 of 7, that's my efficacy. That's how many Toadstool I should get. So I should get 3 when I get over there from casting the Greenhouse Charm. And because I've saved my 0.25, I can use the Greenhouse Charm, hopefully get 3, then use it again and get another 3. So I should get another 6 right here is the plan. So let's head over there and get my Leaping Toadstool. Well, the first thing I need to do is actually get the actual 18 Toadstool and make sure I get 18, 9 from each. So we're gonna count them down here. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and there's 18. So I did find them all, and actually I almost messed myself up because I picked up some other ingredient. I think it was a Braxian Heragranian. I didn't see it. It went by too fast. I was just picking things up. And I picked it up, so I was counting, and I'm like, wait, was that a toadstool? Because if it wasn't a toadstool, I was in trouble. So here we are. I'm next to the 2 greenhouses. So we did just collect all 18. So now let's go ahead and put the Greenhouse Charm on one of them. And we'll go into the greenhouse, and I'll go ahead and collect from inside. And you'll see my energy capacity is full, but I got 3 bitterroot. And you see the bitterroot is in that pink color. That means something happened. Which something that happened means I got more. I got 1 more of it. So now I'm looking for 3 Toadstool outside of it. So there's 1. There's 2. Now I'm not near that greenhouse, so I'm actually going to walk over. Wait, I just felt something appear. All right, so let's head a little bit closer to the greenhouse itself and see if it appears. All right, that took me longer than I thought it would. I ended up turning off the camera. I was walking around forever with it on. I was afraid it was going to overheat. So I did find it. It was just way away. So I did get 3 because, again, my efficacy is at 3. So I should get 3 additional ingredients around the greenhouse. So anyway, it's floating me all over. So now that I've used that first Greenhouse Charm, now I'm going to collect this because I do have slots. The in-house charm, I might not have a slot, but I'm not worried about that one. It's probably the least useful to me usually. The energy is nice, but my Trace Charm had space in it, so we're all good. So let's take my Greenhouse Charm and we're going to throw it on the one close to me. And again, I should get 3 more Leaping Toadstool. All right, let's find them. I see 1. Again, if you're not seeing it, walk around. So right now I'm right on top of it, but sometimes it's a little further away, and these just seem to have a very tight spawn radius. So I'll just start walking around. Like I said, for the last one, it took me a while, to the point where I just went ahead and turned the camera off and then picked it up off camera, but I just didn't want to miss it. So, all right, I think I hear a second one spawning. All right, I'm going to go back the way I came and see if it's a little further in this direction. That is possible. The problem is I'm up actually on a walkway. So there's 2 directions. I really can't move too far in. But we're going to go this way a little bit and just see if it appears, and then we'll come back the other way if we need to. Oh, you can barely see it. It's actually over by, there's actually some ginger root over there. I got it. I don't know if you can see to my, well, now I've scanned around. It was on the edge of my screen, so that's making it really difficult to find. But again, if you put that Greenhouse Charm, your efficacy, and you can go look at that screen, that'll tell you how much of a thing is going to spawn. Try to grow things, and then right after you're done growing, immediately throw Greenhouse Charms on it to get more of that thing. So for me, it's almost, I don't think I plan anything but Leaping Toadstool, because Barufios is the only thing I really need that you need to get in greenhouses. So I saved those Greenhouse Charms for that. Well, now that we're done harvesting leaping toadstool, and we've talked a little bit about my mistake in the 2 videos ago about the dragon event and the Portkeys. Let's go ahead and start to return some foundables around here. There's something so relaxing about the sound of running water, which is why I love playing around this particular area, Waverly Place, because of all the water fixtures. You can just sit, have water next to you, and just be catching spawns, and then move to another spot and move to another spot and that type of thing. Anyway, I've still got some spawns around me, obviously. My Barufios has run out. We are at 344,000, so a little over 100,000 away from hitting 46. So that'll be happening pretty soon. Let's head over to the registry. From all the returned foundables, I know I've got some rank ups. I'm not sure if I have any images to place or not that I plan on placing. Let's head over to Magizoology. So just a rank up there, no images I need to place. And then Wonders of the Wizarding World, another rank up. 1,000 experience each time is nice. Over at Potions and Extimula just finished, so a new one just came up. Put the master notes in for that. And you can see I have another Extimula, but then I'm already starting to line up the Barufios. You can see Barufios right now, 21 toadstool. I got 1 toadstool from, I think it was a daily reward. They gave you 1. Because I was at 0 and I just got 24, but I had 25. So down to 21 now, which means I can do 10 more than enough of the other materials, so good there. The Extimulos, though, I still need more M blood if I want to continue to brew those. So I'll be looking for M blood, but at the same time, I'm going to be doing Barufios for a little bit now, because I think I'm out. My Portkey, you can see 1 Portkey. I'll open that Portkey and I'll pick up 1 Portkey and then I'll walk that, because I just want to make sure it's an easy clear. Even if I pick up a Paramount, if it's just 1, I know I can clear that out if I need to, and then start getting all the dragon ones when that event hits tomorrow morning. It's Monday, Labor Day for me. Labor Day in the United States. Anyway, ooh, energy, can use that. That is going to do it for today's episode. I hope the greenhouse charm explanation I gave was clear enough and helps you out in understanding when you want to unlock those nodes, or just how to use the greenhouse charm, like what to expect, how much of things you should get. Just remember, proficiency is the things from within the greenhouse, and the efficacy number is how many you'll get outside. And the only time you have any real control over that is just after something's done growing. After you've harvested it, then you go ahead and put the greenhouse charm on, because I've actually put the greenhouse charm on right before something was done growing, and I still didn't get the thing that was growing, which was leaping toadstool. So only right after is the only time I've found right now that it's guaranteed. I've had repeated instances of me doing that, and other people have also commented to me that that is how it's worked for them, and that every other time it's been a random smattering of things, which has also happened to me. And lastly, sorry about the not understanding how the Portkeys would work for the dragon event. If they're working like the last dragon event, which we're assuming they are, they won't be on the ground. That has still been confirmed multiple times over, but we will be able to tell what we're picking up, so you can target specific egg fragments, even though we're going to need a lot of them, and it's a lot of walking and a lot of keys. All that being said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Knox.